everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Cassie. I am the mastermind behind all of the kitchen creations that you see uploaded on the channel. Welcome. Today I'm going to prepare something that I usually do it with fresh berries, but of course my blueberries aren't in, so I had to purchase some. This is a recipe, it's French. It is usually made using cherries, and they call it Clafouti, usually a cherry Clafouti. I'm going to do mine with blueberries because I love blueberries. I also have some peaches, and I'm going to do one probably the weekend using the peaches, and I will also video that one as well. This is a recipe to where you can use any fruit. You can use cranberries, strawberries, cherries, you can use blueberries, peaches. If you would like to add apples, you may do apples. You can use any fruit that you would like. It's a tart that you use the fruit incorporated into it, and you use like a sweet batter. And the batter is almost like a custard. It's more like on the level of the custards, and it's kind of like, to me, a combination between a custard and a creme brulee, because you have the fresh fruit that you are going to add. But the texture for the actual dough or batter part is more on the line of your custards. Okay. Again, this is something that during the summer months, for those who have a lot of fruit trees, and you have excess fruit and you want something other than just preserving them for jelly or jams, or making your traditional cobblers or pies, this is a recipe that you can try that will be something new and something different, and you can kind of modify it and make it your own. Okay? Because for each fruit that I use, I kind of change it up just slightly, just a little. All right, so the first thing that you need to do is that you need to make sure that you have your baking pan, and you can use any pie pan that you have, whether it's going to be the glass baking pan or whatever. You take your butter, and you want to make sure that you butter the pan very, very well. I mean very well, because this batter again is more on the custard line, and this batter, it will kind of stick even if you have a non-stick pan. Alright, so you want to make sure that you batter your pan, the bottom and the sides, very, 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 very well. Alright? I think I've mastered that. Okay? Alright. Now for me, on top of the butter, I'm going to spray it lightly, but I'll go ahead and do it. It won't take too long. I'm going to spray it lightly as well. All right. So then what you want to do is take your fresh berries, and you're going to place your fresh berries in the bottom of the pan. You're just going to pour them in and evenly distribute them throughout the pan. All right. That's the first step. First step is coat the pan very well. Second step is to incorporate your berries into the pan and just evenly distribute them throughout. Okay, now this is a recipe to where when you're blending it or mixing it in your mixer, you can use a food processor, you can use your mixer, you can use a blender. But this one, you can use an array of things to actually mix it. Because what you want to do is you want to obtain a very creamy, very smooth batter. And also on the top, you're going to have just a little bit of foam. Okay, so this recipe calls for 2/3 cups of white granulated sugar, which I've already incorporated into my mixing bowl here. All right, and to that I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, and of course I use white lily all-purpose flour. So you need a 1/2 cup. So you can kind of get everything mixed in your mixing bowl, and then you can mix it up well. And I know I should be weighing this, but I'm so used to doing it without the balance. All right, so there's a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. You're going to need 3 large eggs, and I will crack these one at a time into my 1/2 cup here just to make sure I don't have any shells in here, and that the eggs are all good. Okay. And then I'll transfer it to my mixing bowl. There's a little piece of shell here, so I need to hold it so it doesn't go in the bowl. There we go. All right. So now that I have that in there, I have my half a cup of flour, I have 2/3 cup of sugar, I have 3 large eggs, and now I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup of milk. And of course, I'm using whole milk, organic whole milk, vitamin D. But whatever milk you have, even if it's a plant-based milk, you may use that. Because I have used oat milk, and I have used oat flour, and it turned out really, really well. So that's 1 1/4 cups of whole milk. Now I'm going to turn my blender on, and I'm going to blend this. And if you want to add salt, you can add a pinch of salt. Of course, you know I don't cook with salt. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla once this is blended. All right? So I'm going to place you on a brief pause while I blend it. And once I get it mixed, I will include you in the next step. Okay, everyone. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to stir it. And on this part, I'm going to increase my speed. And as usual, I'm going to scrape down the sides and the bottom because I'm using such a small quantity here, and I want to make sure that everything gets incorporated. It smells really, really good. And like I said, this is more on the line of a custard than it is a cobbler or a pie. Alright, so everything's off the bottom, everything's off the sides, and everything's off the... So I'm going to increase my speed here, and I'm going to allow this to mix. And then when it's ready to transfer to the baking pan, I will include you on that. I've also preheated my oven, and I preheated the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, as you can see. So you do need a preheated oven. And I am just going to let this mix for about 2-3 minutes. Then I'll be ready to transfer it to the baking pan and place it in the oven. And then we'll discuss preparing the whipping cream icing that goes on top. So hold on. Okay, everyone. It's ready. The batter is ready to be added to the berries. And you just want it to be like foamy on top, as you can see. You want it to have that foam, right? I'll give it a good little whirl and just make sure. And then you want to pour everything into the pan with the berries. And now it's ready to be placed in the oven. And we're going to put it in the oven again at 425. That's 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And you want it to stay in the oven for roughly about 25 to 30 minutes. After 25 minutes, you want to check it and make sure that it's ready. If not, you can add it back for another 5 minutes. But what you want to do is you want to allow it to rise. It's going to be a nice golden brown, and the center part of it is going to be set. That's why I'm saying it's more like a custard than it is a pie or a cobbler. Okay, So we're gonna place it in the oven, and at 25 minutes, of course, I will check it to see if I need to add another 5 minutes to the bake. All right. So now, while that's baking, I'm going to prepare the whipping cream that goes on the top. So I'll just get a bowl here. And I'll get a wooden spatula. Okay. Now for the whipping cream, you're gonna need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Right? So that's 1 cup. 1 cup of the heavy whipping cream. Right. And you know, I always shake everything up. Make sure the consistency is good. So, and I did wash all of my measuring cups and spoons. So that's 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we're just gonna make our own whipping cream. Now you can buy Cool Whip if you like. That's fine, but we're gonna make our own. Because as the title says, this is a from scratch channel. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the powdered sugar. And so for powdered sugar, we need to add 2 tablespoons to the heavy whipping cream. So that's 1 tablespoon. And that's 2 tablespoons. All right. So then you want to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And of course, you know I'm using the infamous Watkins. And then you just take a wooden spoon or whatever mixing spoon that you have, or you can use a whisk, of course, and you just mix it until your powdered sugar blends in. And again, this is going to be a whipping cream, and for each slice of the Clafouti or Clafouti, however you pronounce it, it is French, you will add about $1, as we say, or 2, or however much you would like, to each slice individually, or you can add it to the top and you can garnish it with some additional blueberries. All right. So if you would like to know how to make your own whipping cream, you just learned it. All right. All right. Okay. So we have the bake in process, and we have the whipping cream, which I'll continue to whip, of course. And I'll place you on a hold, and when it's time to remove the bake from the oven and garnish it, I will be right back with you. So hang tight. Hello everyone. I decided to pull out my hand mixer and use my whisk on there to finish the whipping cream. And I just want to show you what it looks like. It is, ooh, I'm gonna lose it and have to start over. But it is whipping cream. Okay, so if you want to know how to make your own whipping cream for cakes, pies, or just to use like as a garnishment, like for individual servings, Now you know how. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you can whip it with your hand. And it was whipping, but it just takes a little longer, so I just pulled out the old handy dandy hand mixer, added the whisk to it, and there it is. All right. So just want to bring you back and share that with you. About to lose my earbud. Just want to bring you back and share that with you. Our bake is still in progress. It smells really, 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 really good. It's going to inflate in the center part, and the center is going to then set, and that's when you know it's ready. So I'm almost at that point. I'll pick you back up when we get there. Okay, everyone. The Clafouti is ready to be removed from the oven. So I'm just going to take it out. And it did take the 30 minutes. And as I stated, you want to just make sure that the center part is set. So I'm just going to place this here. Oh, it smells so good. And allow it to cool. And allowing it to cool, what you want it to do is you want that part in the center where it inflated. When it cools, you want it to deflate. All right, so it's going to cool and it's going to deflate. And then it's going to be ready to serve. And it will be still kind of warm. And then you just cut it into your squares or however you would like to serve it. And then you will place a dollop, or as much as you like, of the whipping cream on top. And again, you can also cover the entire thing with the whipping cream. And you can add blueberries to the top as a garnishment. However you would like to decorate it. I'm just going to slice them individually once it cools, and I'm going to serve them with just the whipping cream on the top. And I think that'll be nice. Alright, so I'm going to allow it to cool, and then when it's ready to slice, I'll pick you back up and we will take a look at the inside, and I will garnish it with the whipping cream, and I'll of course tell you how it tastes. Alright, so hold on. Okay, everyone, the Clafoutis is still a little bit warm, but I just want to show you that it did come out very well as far as the bake. Mine did not stick to the pan as usual. Nothing that I bake really does. I usually grease it pretty well. So you can just take it and go along the sides, and I can lift this up. I don't know if you can see it, and it comes right out. All right, so it's still a little bit warm, a little too warm to actually cut. But I will defy the odds here, and I will cut it. Still just a little too warm. I should have waited until it cools, but you know, we never do what's right. And plus, I like my cakes and pies or whatever I fix. I kind of like them kind of a little warm. I don't really like them like cold. All right. So then I will place it on the saucer. I love blueberries. This is my favorite fruit. And this is any type of fruit dish that you can prepare with any of your summer fruits that you have that are coming in. If you want to do something a little different than what you would traditionally do. And I did check it with the kebab stick. I didn't show you that, but I did check it in different places, making sure that I didn't poke any of the blueberries. You're going to get a little bit of the blue. But as you can see with the interior, it looks more like, and I don't know if you can see it really well, it looks more like a custard. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your whipping cream that you prepared from scratch. All right, so we're just gonna take a little bit of the whipping cream, and you're just gonna place it on top. You put as little as you want or as much as you would like. And there we have it. And as I said, this is a dish that you can prepare with any of your summer fruit. If you can use cherries, but make sure that you pit the cherries. Of course, you know the French didn't. They used the whole cherry with pit. They thought it added a little bit more cherry flavor to it. But if you use the cherries, make sure you pit them. Also, you can use blackberries, blueberries, hint, hint, strawberries. You can use peaches. You can use apples. You can also use raspberries. You can use plums. You can use apricots. Any summer fruit that you have, you can use it to prepare one of these. Very simple, very quick. 5-10 minutes to prep. 25 to 30 minutes to bake. Voila. A new dish. Different from the traditional pies and cobblers, or even the fried pies that we're used to. All right. You can use all-purpose flour, as I did. You can also use almond flour. You can use oat flour. You can use wheat flour. You can use whatever type of flour you have. And even for the milks, you can use the whole milk, as I use. You can use buttermilk, cow's milk, goat's milk, you know, skim milk, whatever milk that you have, oat milk, almond milk, soy milk, any of the milks. It doesn't really matter. You can use those. Now, again, you can add salt or you cannot. You can serve this with ice cream as well. But tonight I'm going to do it with the whipped cream, and I'll tell you how this tastes. It is so good. I love blueberry pie and blueberry cobbler. But this is something just different, and it's very light. Really good. Here, you want to taste? This is really good. And this whipped cream I made, on point. All right, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming along with me and allowing me to bake your day my way. Again, this is something very simple, very easy that you can try with your summer fruit. If you bake one, hey, post it in the comments and let us know how yours turn out. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you drifted by, saw something you like, welcome. Join us anytime. Please click the subscribe button so you'll be subscribed to my channel. Click the like button so that everything that I upload and post is positive and is pushed into the logarithm so everyone else can see it. Please leave a positive comment. I will respond. Also share it with your friends, co-workers, colleagues, children, nieces, nephews, someone needing to learn how to cook. Please share. And also, if you would, while you're there, click the notification bell and click all, because the next time I upload something, you won't have to drift by. You'll be notified as soon as it uploads, and you'll be one of the first to see it. Right? So thanks again for coming along with me on this bake. I greatly appreciate all of you. I hope your week is going wonderful. I hope that everyone is in a positive mindset and that we're treating everyone as we would like to be treated. Thanks again for allowing me to bake your day my way, and I will see you on the next bake, possibly prep. I'm not sure. We'll see. Right? I may post a sneak peek just to see, but I know I'm gonna bake a peach one. I know that probably this weekend. I may record that and upload that as well just to show you. And when you're doing these, you don't need the sugars. You don't need to boil it down or anything like that. You just need your fresh fruit, all right? So come along with me on the next one. See you guys then.